Hello students. Now today we start our lesson number 1, Mending Wall. This is a poem and it is written by Robert Frost. He was born in 1874 and died in 1963 in San Francisco on 26th March 1874. Now his mother was a poetess and she named her son after great Scottish poet Robert Burns. Robert Frost lost his father when he was only 11. His mother took up a teaching job to support her family. At the age of 18, Frost started newspaper reporting and writing poetry. He made the crucial decision of his life in 1912 by choosing poetry as his vocation. He was honored with the membership of the American Academy and the award of the Pulitzer Prize. Now this is the biography of Robert Frost, where he was born, when he was born, from where he get his education, when he lost his father, what was his crucial decision, and what were the awards he had taken. Now, in this poem, Mending Wall is a dramatic monologue. It is one of the most appreciated poems of Robert Frost. In this poem, he expressed his views and attitude towards the wall separating his plot from his neighbors. The poet sees no use in having this wall, but his neighbor is a traditionalist. He is in favor of the wall. He believes that good fences make good neighbors. Now this poem is about a wall which is mending between poet and poet's neighbor. So first I read this poem. Something there is that doesn't love a wall, that sends the frozen ground swell under it and spills the upper boulders in the sun and makes gaps even two can pass a breast. The work of hunters is another thing. I have come after them and made repair. Where they have left not one stone on a stone, but they would have the rabbit out of hiding. To please the yelping dogs, the gaps I mean, no one has seen them made or heard them made. But at spring mending, time we find them there. I let my neighbor know beyond the hill. And on a day we meet to walk the line and set the wall between us once again. We keep the wall between us as we go to each the boulders that have fallen to each. And some are loaves and some so nearly balls. We have to use a spell to make them balance. Stay where you are until our backs are turned. We wear our fingers rough with handling them. Oh, just another kind of outdoor game. One on a side, it comes to little more. There where it is we do not need the wall. He is all pine and I am apple orchard. My apple trees will never get across and eat the cones under his pines. I tell him. He only says, good fences make good neighbors. Spring is the mischief in me, and I wonder if I could put a notion in his head. Why do they make good neighbors, isn't it? Why where there are cows, but here there are no cows? Before I built a wall, I would ask to know what I was walling in or walling out, and to whom I was like to give offense. Something there is that doesn't love a wall, that wants it down. I could say elves to him, but it is not elves exactly, and I would rather. He said it for himself. I see him there, bringing a stone grasped firmly by the top in each hand, like an old stone savage armed. He moves in darkness as it seems to me, not of woods only and the shade of trees. He will not go behind his father's saying, and he likes having thought of it so well. He says again, good fences make good neighbors. Now students, in this poem, poet tells us that there is something mysterious in nature. Nature is opposed to any kind of barriers and divisions. The wall between the property of the poet and his neighbor is torn down repeatedly by nature. The wall requires mending in every spring. The poet does not like to mend it, but his neighbor is conservative. The poet wishes to convince him to follow his notion. The neighbor, on the other hand, does not agree to his views. He says that it is only good fences that make good neighbors. Now, during the springtime, the poet and his neighbor meet. They decide to mend the wall. They pick up the flat and round stones fallen to their sides. Both of them place them rightly and properly to keep them in balance. Now the poet told his neighbors that they did not need a wall between them because there were no cows to wander into the neighbor's field and destroy the crop. The neighbor's response to his statement was always that good fences make good neighbors. So students, now this poem is written by Robert Frost, and in this poem he tells us about that that nature is opposed to any kind of barriers and division, but the neighbor of poet is always want and says that it is only good fences that make good neighbors. So there is a wall between both of them. So your homework is to read this poem and learn the glossary.